This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you this incredible new roulette system called Divine Dozens by one of my subscribers, Daniel. He wants this to go up against the Holy Grail in a head-to-head matchup to see which one is best. He says his will be victorious, and let's go ahead and get started with the Holy Grail first, and then we'll follow with Daniel's Divine Dozens. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and get started. So we'll start with the Holy Grail. We're going to have a $10 bet on first and second 12. I'm going to show you everything you need to know to win money with both these systems. And we'll go ahead and set the timer for 15 minutes. It's going. That's a 16 red to start, so we're up $10. We're just going to rebet and spin with the Holy Grail. And the way this is going to work is we're going to increase by a unit every time we lose. And every time we win, we're going to stay the same until we get to a certain level, which I'll share with you. Now, let's go ahead and increase by a unit because we lost. And we have $20 on each now. And here we go. That's a 27 red there. And that's another loss. So we're going to increase by a unit. You can see temporarily we're down 50, but that's just because we've had a couple losses at the beginning here. And here we go. That's a 29 black there. And that's another loss. So this is about as bad as you can start out. And you're going to see it's going to come back. We're minus 110. And we have a $2,000 bankroll with this one. But just remember, you could always use dollar units and divide that by 10 and have a $200 bankroll. And there's a $40 win. So we're not going to decrease when we get wins. We're going to stay the same until we reach a certain profit level, which I'm going to share with you here shortly. And man, I bet you can't wait for Daniel's Divine Dozens too. I think it's going to be great. And let's see which one makes the most money. We're minus 30 right now. We're going to stay at this $80 level. And our first target goal on this one is going to be $150. And right now we're at up 10. Let's go ahead and spin again at 80 here. And here we go. That's a 12 red. That's another win. So we're up 50 now. Let's rebet and spin. We have 40 on each. And again, once we reach 150 profit, we will restart. In the meantime, and there's a loss there, so we're going to increase by a unit again. And now we have 50 each, $100 total bet. In the meantime, though, we're going to keep the bet the same with wins, and we're going to increase by a unit, which is $10 on losses. There's another loss. So we've had a lot of losses, but you're going to see with patience and the bankroll we have that it will come back. And I can't wait to share that with you, but you never know in roulette, so let's see what happens. That's a 3 red, and that's a win. So we're minus 70, and we have $60 on each, 120 total right now. And here we go. Okay, that's 11 black. And we're minus 10 right now. We're going to stay at that $60 on each, 120 total. And let's see if we can get a profit here. And we did. That's a 7 red. So now we're in profit. You can see we're up 50 now. And you can see how quickly that turns around. All you need is a few wins. And when you're playing with 24 numbers, you're going to get more wins than losses. But just as I say that, we just had another loss. So we will increase by a unit. And temporarily we're minus 70, but we still have a lot of time left in the first 15 minutes of this competition, so I think we'll come back. That's an 8 black, and that's a win. So we're back to all even. That was pretty quick that we got back to even, and now let's get ahead. Here we go. And that's a win. That's 11 black, and we're back in profit. You can see we're up 70. We have $70 on each, 140 total still. Here we go. And that's a 00, so that's always a loss. And so we're going to increase again. Okay, so temporarily we're down 70, and we have $80 each, 160 total bet now. And the whole key to the Holy Grail is patience and bankroll, and that's a win there. And now we're back up again. So let's go ahead and spin. Eventually we're going to go on a run, and it should get us up that $150 that we're looking for. That's a 10 black. And that's a win, so we're up 90. And here we go again. If we win this one, we'll be at our first goal. And we did. That's a 19 red. So even with all those bad spins, We just reached our first goal of 150. Our next goal will be 300, and we're up 170 right now. So we go back to 10 on each and spin. And I know a lot of the subscribers, you guys let me know. A lot of you let me know this is your favorite, but let's see which one's victorious today. And with Daniel's Divine Dozens, and there's a loss, so we'll increase from 10 to 20. Now we have a $40 total bet. And I really like the Holy Grail too. That's 5 red. This is still the most viewed video on the channel, and the original, and we're up 170. Let's keep the bet the same and spin. Again, we're not going to go backwards on the bets until we reach 300 in profit. That's our next profit goal, and we're up 190. So let's spin again. Again, when we win, we'll keep the bet the same. When we lose, we'll increase by a unit. These are $10 units, and that's a 3 red. Okay, so we're up 210, and let's rebet and spin. We're not going to go back to the base level of $10 till we reach that next level, and that helps with that 12 red there. That's a win. So we're up 230. We'll just rebet and spin with 20 on each again, 40 total. Here we go, and that's a 25 red. And that's a loss, so let's increase the bet from 20 to 30. And let's go ahead and spin with a $60 total bet on first and second dozen. And that's not good, that's a double zero. But with patience and bankroll, we'll be just fine. We're still up 130. Let's increase to 40 on each and spin. Here we go. And that's a win with a 15 black. Fantastic. So we're up 170 now. Again, trying to get to 300. We have 40 each, 80 total right now. And here we go. That's a 10 black. Okay, that's a $40 win. We're up 210. Let's rebet and spin, trying to get to 300. Here we go. That's a 15 black. That's another win. We're up 250. Rebet and spin. Here we go. And that's a loss. That's a 25 red, so we'll increase again. We're currently up 170. $100 total bet here, 50 on each. That's a 7 red. That's a win, so we're up 220. We'll just rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a win. Okay, we're up 270. Just rebet and spin. And once we get to 300, we can restart back to 10. That's a win there. Let's see where our profit is. And we're up 320, so we restart back to 10. And that's awesome that we're already up $320 even after that really bad start. And that's why patience and bankroll are so important. That's a 26 black. And that's a loss, so we'll increase from 10 to 20 and spin again. And let's see if we can get a win. Here we go. It's a 35 black. That's a loss. So we'll increase again. Okay, now we'll have 30 on each, 60 total. Here we go. Oh my goodness, another loss. That's 3 in a row. That's a double zero. So we'll increase again. Now we have 40 on each, 80 total. And this is why you need the $2,000 bankroll or $200 bankroll with dollar units. So that's a 20 black. That's a win. Okay, so we'll keep the bet the same. We're up 240, and let's go ahead and spin again. And our next profit goal is going to be 450. 150 more than the 300. And there's another loss. So we'll increase again. Now we have 50 on each, 100 total. And let's get some wins. There's a win right there, even though it tried to jump in that double zero spot. So we'll leave the bet right there and spin. Again, trying to get to 450. We're up 210. Here we go. That's a double zero. We've had a lot of those, so let's increase. Now we have 60 each, 120 total, and let's spin. That's a win with a 22 black. Okay, so we're up 170. Let's rebet and spin. 120 total bet here. And we're 9.5 minutes in out of the first 15 of this challenge, and that's a 28 black. That's a loss, so we'll increase again. All right, 70 each, 140 total now. Here we go. That's a 19 red, that's a win. Okay, so we're up 120. We'll rebet and spin. That's a 24 black, that's a win. We'll take it. We're back up 190. We just need patience and bankroll. So remember, $200 bankroll with dollar units, $2,000 with $10 units. And there's another loss. We've had a lot of third 12s so far, but we're still doing well. We're 80 each, 160 total, and then we'll check our balance after this one. And we're 10.5 minutes in out of 15. That's a 4 black. That's a win, so we're up 130. We're going to keep the bet the same at 80 each and spin. That's a 5 red. That's another win. We're up 210. All right, let's spin again. Okay, that's a 1 red. That's a win. Okay, we're up 290. Rebet and spin with 80 each out there. Ooh, that's a loss there, though, with a 35 black. So we'll increase again. Okay, we're up 130 right now. Let's go ahead and spin 180 total bet, 90 each. And here we go. I tried to hit the 0, but it's still lost with a 28 black. And we've had a lot of third 12s and 0s today, but with patience and bankroll, we can overcome that. Let's do it. Oh my goodness, I think that's at least 6 zeros so far between 0 and double 0. And we're minus 250 right now. We're going to increase. But once you go on a run and you get a bunch of wins in a row, it can cancel out all that bad stuff. But right now we're just getting lots of losses. So we will increase again. That's why you need the $2,000 bankroll. We're minus 470 right now. And let's turn this thing around. That's a win with a 3 red. Okay, that's a win there. We're minus 350. Let's rebet and spin it, 120 each, and here we go. That's a win with a 16 red. Fantastic. So now we're minus 230. Let's spin again at 120 each. And we have about 3 minutes left in this first part of the challenge, but there's another loss with a 25 red. And let's go ahead and rebet, add a unit, and spin with 130 each. And let's go on a run here with the last 2.5 minutes. There's a win with a 10 black. Fantastic. We're minus 340. Let's rebet and spin after that win. All right. That's 11 black. That's another win. Now we're getting on track. We're minus 210. And again, 130 on each right now. And that's a 23 red. That's a win. All right, so we're minus 80. Rebet again at 130 each. And if we get a win here, we'll be up again. But we'd lost, and that's okay. We will increase again. Now we're at 140 each, 280 total. Then we'll check our balance again after this spin. But man, there's another loss right there. So we need to turn this around quick before the 15 minutes is up. We'll increase again to 150 each, 300 total, and we have the bankroll and the patience to come back. Let's do it. That's a 17 black. Fantastic. Let's rebet and spin. We only have about a minute and a half left, so we need to get a bunch of wins here. And there's another one with a 20 black. Okay, we're minus 320. Let's rebet and spin at 150 each here. We have a minute left. Let's go on a run. Ooh, but we have another loss. Ouch. Okay, so let's add another one and rebet and spin. And Daniel's Divine Dozens might have caught the Holy Grail on the wrong day today. We'll see, but that's a win there. Let's rebet and spin. See if how many wins we can get here before the 15 minutes is up. There's another one. Okay, there's another one here. We have 30 seconds left of the first part of this challenge. There's a 4 black. That's a win. Okay. It's hard to believe, but I believe if we get a win here, we're back in profit again. There's a win right there. And last spin.
No more bets.
And we'll see where we ended up with the Holy Grail today. Ooh, that's a loss. Ouch. Okay, so 15 minutes is up. We lost $300 with the Holy Grail. Now, with that being said, with the $2,000 bankroll, that's mainly because we had to stop after 15 minutes. Just a second ago, we were up. So the key here is leaving when you're up. And when you have a time limit, you don't really have the chance to do that. But that's the way it goes with competitions. But I still really love the Holy Grail. I hope you guys do too. And now it's time for Daniel's Divine Dozens. I can't wait to share this with you. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, it's time for Daniel's Divine Dozens. I can't wait to share this with you. And let's go ahead and get started and see how well it can do against the Holy Grail. We're going to start with a $10 bet on the last 2 dozens that were not the last one to hit. So we'll be on first and second. Let's go ahead and spin. It's going to have a very different recovery system. It's still a $2,000 bankroll, but $200 bankroll with dollar units. And there's a win. And if we get a win, we just rebet and spin. But this has a very different recovery system that you're probably not used to. And the timer's going, and that's a 33 black. So that's a loss. And what we're going to do is, once we have a loss, we're going to switch from double dozens to single dozens. And we're going to find the one that's been the longest to hit, which is, in this case, would be the second 12. And we're going to start with $20. And I'm going to share the progression with you now. And that's a 5 red. Okay, so now we're going to go to $30 on second 12. Let's see what we get here. Okay, that's another loss with 4 black. So now we're going to go to 50.
No more bets.
And spin. Let's see a second 12 here. And that's another loss with a 3 red. Okay, now we're going to go to $80. You can see temporarily we're down 110, but that's just because we haven't hit yet. Once we do, we'll be able to go back to stage 1. And there's another loss, though. That's a 3 red. Okay, so now we're going to go 80 plus 50. We're going to go to 130. And if you haven't noticed yet, this is the Fibonacci sequence, but we're starting at 20 instead of 10. And we're starting 2 steps from the original starting point. And there's another loss there. We're going to go from 130 to 210. We're going to add up the 2 previous bets and spin. And here we go. That's why it's important to have the bankroll. Remember, $200 with dollar units and $2,000 with $10 units. So that we lost at 210. So 210, 310 plus 30 is 340. All right, let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. And that's another loss with a 7 red. Okay, so now we're going to take 340 plus 210, 340, 440, 540, 550. And let's do that. And this is not starting out the best, but as long as we get this one or the next one, we're going to be okay. Let's see if we can get a win here. And we got it. Okay, so it doesn't usually take that long, but that's an $1,100 win. We're already up $230. So now we're going to go back to the double dozens again, and we're going to pick the 2 that's been the longest since it's hit. So that means first and third. And he says, too, make sure that, or he says that you can get a lot of wins in a row when you do this. And we're going to constantly be moving these around. So we'll be on second and third now because the first just hit. We're up $240. And let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 2 black. And that's a loss. So now we look at the longest since it's hit, which would be the third 12. And we'll have $20 on third 12. Again, it's 2 steps ahead of the original Fibonacci sequence of 10, 10, 20. We're just going to start at 20 and add 10 if we lose. But we got the win right off the bat there. That's a $40 win. Now we go back to double dozens. He calls this Daniel's Divine Dozens. So we'll be on, let's see, the last one was third 12, so we'll be on first and second.
No more bets.
And here we go. All right. That's a 12 red. And that's a win. So now we'll be on second and third for 10 each. We're up 270. And here we go. That's a 13 black. And that's a win. So now we'll be on first and third. And he says you can get a lot of wins in a row with this when you have both dozens. And then once you have a loss, you go ahead and try to recover it with Fibonacci 12. And but it starts at 20 instead of with the 10 and the 10. So we won that one. We'll be on first and second now for 10 each.
No more bets.
And here we go. Daniel's Divine Dozens. That's a 16 red. And that's a win. So we'll be on first and third now for 10. We're up $300 already. Seeing why Daniel likes this. And here we go. That's a 3 red. Okay. And we're going to be on second and third now. And I wanted to share with you too. Daniel says a lot of times when he plays this, he does wait for 2 in a row of a single 12 before he starts. But that's up to you if you want to do that. But today we're going to just play the longest since it's hit. We'll be on first and second for 10 each. And let's go ahead and spin. He says you can also do that on the 12s if you want, is wait for 2 in a row of 112 before you make that bet as well. That just depends whether you're ready to sit out for a little while or not, but this is working pretty well. We're up 330, and we'll be on second and third now.
No more bets.
And again, with the normal Fibonacci sequence where we start 10, 10, 20, we're just going to start at 20 and then add the 10 on the next bet. So that recovers it faster, and we're up 340. We'll be on first and third.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. Let's see if we can get another win with Daniel's Divine Dozens. And that's a 7 red. Okay, so we're up $350, and we will be now on, looks like second and third.
No more bets.
Here we go. And that's a win. That's a 36 red. And what I was saying that Daniel does sometimes is he waits for 2 in a row of a single dozen before he picks the other 2. But right now we're just doing first and second because the last one was third. And let's see if we can get another win here. And we finally lost one there, so we go into recovery. Now we're going to look at the longest since it's hit on the 12, which would be the second 12. And we're going to start with $20, and then the second bet would be $30, which would be 20 plus 10, almost like we did have the first bet, but we do not. So we're going to have a $30 bet on second 12 now and spin. And let's see if we can get it a little bit quicker than the last time that this happened. Of course, we did have that one that we hit on the first try as well. So we're going to add 30 plus 20 for 50 now. There we go. We're up 290, and let's go ahead and spin. And we have our $2,000 bankroll, so we actually have 2,290 right now. And that's a 12 red. So we're going to add the 50 plus the 30. Now we have an $80 total bet on second 12. There we go. And that's a 28 black. And that's a loss. So we're going to add 80 plus 50. And that's 130 on second 12.
No more bets.
And then here we go. Let's see what we get. Let's get a second 12. Ooh, that's close, but no cigar. And so now we're going to have 130 plus 80, 210. And temporarily we're only up 30, but that's because we haven't hit yet. We still have plenty of chances to get the win. And there's another loss, though. That's a 31 black. So we're going to add 210 plus 130. So 210, 310 plus 30 is 340. And even if we don't get this one, we'll still have a couple more chances. Let's go ahead and spin at 340 and get a second 12 hit here. Come on. And we got it. That's a 14 red. That's what we needed. You can see that there wasn't another single second 12 on the entire left-hand side of the board. That's how long it's been since it's hit. But now we're up $500, so that should make you pretty excited. And we'll be on first and third for 10, and we're back to the original first stage of Daniel's Divine Dozens. Here we go. We're 8 minutes and 40 seconds into the 15 minutes of the challenge, and we lost right away, so we go right into recovery. And the longest since it's hit would be first 12. And we're going to start with 20. So here we go. Let's go ahead and spin. All right. That's a 19 red. Of course, it hits the one we needed the last time, right? But we're going to add 20 plus 10 for 30. And we'll have a $30 bet on first 12 now. And here we go. And we got it. That's a 9 red. You can see the last one that hit before that one was the 12 way down there. And all of a sudden now we're up $520, and we go back to the first stage of Daniel's Divine Dozen. So we'll be on second and third for 10 each, and let's go ahead and spin. And that's a 9 red. And that's another loss right out of the gate. So now we're looking at third 12 is the longest, so we'll start with 20 on third 12. And let's see if we can get a little bit quicker this time. And we got it on the first try. That's a lot of fun. So you can see we recovered. We're at 540. And now we're going to be on first and second for 10 each. And we'll leave out the one that hit last. And here we go. We're 10 minutes in out of 15. And that's a 6 black. And that's a win. So now we're going to be on second and third for 10 each. So let's go ahead and spin again. And here we go. That's a 32 red, and that's another win. And we're up $560. And he says sometimes he doesn't even have to go into the recovery. He just gets like 10 wins in a row and cashes out. And that can happen when you're playing 24 numbers, but you can also have losses as well, just like we had there. So we go into recovery mode. And the longest to hit now would be second 12. So we're going to have a $20 bet starting on second 12, and then it goes 20, 30, and then 30 plus 20, 50, and so on and so forth. Then we got the hit right away. Fantastic. So we recovered. We're at 580, and now we'll be on first and third for 10 each. Here we go. All right. That is a 34 red. And that's a win. So let's see if we can get a long streak of wins with the double Divine Dozens here. And Daniel's Divine Dozens, that is. And that's a 2 black. That's another win. So we will be on second and third now for 10 each. Then we'll check our balance again. Here we go. And that's another win with a 19 red. And he's right. You can get a lot of wins in a row when you're doing this. We'll be on first and third now for 10 each. We're up $610 already. Fantastic. We're 11 minutes and 40 seconds in out of 15, and that's a 32 red. All right, we're going on a nice run here. And we'll be on first and second for 10 each. And here we go. All right. And that's a win. That's a 22 black. I like it. We're up $630, and we'll be on first and third now. Leaving out the last one that hit, and let's go ahead and see what we get here. That's a 4 black. That's another win, so we'll be on second and third now. We're up $640, and here we go. Let's see what we get. And that's a 9 red. And that's a loss. So we'll go into recovery mode. The longest it hits, third 12. We'll start with 20 on that. And here we go. And we got it right out of the gate again. Okay, so we recovered. We're up $660, and we'll place our bets on first and second for 10 each. And here we go. And that's a 27 red. That's another loss. So we'll go into recovery. The longest to hit now would be second 12, so we'll put 20 there. And then the next bet will be 30 and 50 and so on. That's a 35 black, and that's a loss. So we'll go from 20 to 30, adding 20 plus 10. We're almost acting like there was an original bet of 10, even if there isn't. And that's a 19 red. and that's a win. So we recovered. We're up 680, and now we go to first and third. There we go. We're leaving out the second that just hit, was what I was thinking there. And we're 13 and a half minutes in out of 15, and that's a 20 black. And we go right into a recovery again. The longest to hit now would be, looks like first 12. So we'll put 20 on first 12 to start. The last one to hit was the 9 way down there. So we got a nice head start. Now let's see if we can get a win. And we lost that one. That's a 15 black. So we'll add 20 plus 10 to get a $30 bet on first 12. And you can see that 9 way down there at the bottom. It's been a while since the first 12 is hit. And we lost again. That's a 32 red. So we'll add 30 plus 20 to get a $50 bet now. Let's go ahead and spin. Then we'll check the balance after this one. And here we go. There it is. That's a 3 red. That's what I want to see. And that recovers, and we're up $710 now. Fantastic. And now we'll be on second and third for 10 each. And let's go ahead and spin. We only have half a minute left in this 15-minute portion of the challenge. That's a 13 black, and that's a win. So we'll be on first and third now for 10 each. We're up $720. And Daniel's Divine Dozens, Daniel's right. This is beating the Holy Grail today. Doesn't mean it would beat it every time, but let's see here. And that's a loss. Oh, we're out of time. So Daniel's Divine Dozens won $700 in 15 minutes. And that beat the Holy Grail today. Let me know what you guys think of Daniel's Divine Dozens down in the comments. And remember, you can always email me at roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Send me your systems that you'd like me to put on the channel, and that's what keeps it going. Keep sending those in, guys. I love seeing new systems every day. I think it's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And a lot of good ones lately, so just love everyone's support, and keep sending those in. Again, $700 win with Daniel's Divine Dozens today. Defeated the Holy Grail, which I still think is a fantastic system. Let me know down in the comments. And remember to always test all these systems on simulators before going to the casino. And share your results in the comments with the other subscribers. I think that's really nice. And if you do decide to take it to the casino, share those results as well. It really helps everyone in the community out. And never take a system straight to the casino, because always remember, these are our subscriber systems sent in daily, so they don't have a lot of testing, but that's why you definitely need to test them out before you take them to the casino. But this one performed really well today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.